Hi guys, welcome back to the Honest Tech Show. Today we're going to be talking about the iPad mini 6. We are in the year 2024 and the new iPad mini 7 has just released. However, with the release of the iPad mini 7, the iPad mini 6 has become cheaper. And in today's video, we're going to answer the question of whether you need the iPad mini 7 or can you save some money and just get the iPad mini 6. So I'm not going to lie to you guys, I bought the iPad mini 6 a few years ago and I'm still using the iPad mini 6 up to today. Even with the release of the iPad mini 7, I personally do not see a reason for me to upgrade just yet. And I feel that a lot of us do not really need to upgrade to an iPad mini 7. This iPad mini 6 is still incredible. I'm not going to be an Apple fanboy in this video and force you guys to go and buy the iPad mini 7 just because that's the latest iPad. I want to give you guys an honest opinion from myself on why the iPad mini 6 is still worth it in 2024. So the iPad mini 6 was released back in September 2021, which means it's been out for about 3 years now. It came with an 8.3-inch liquid retina display, which Apple has kept even in the latest iPad mini 7. So if you upgrade from this iPad mini 6 to the iPad mini 7, your display is exactly the same. Now, the iPad mini 6 uses an A15 Bionic chip, which in 2024, based on my daily usage, I really don't care what other reviewers are saying. To me, this chip is super fast, and even with my daily usage and multitasking that I use this iPad for, it does an incredible job and it's super fast. The iPad mini 6 also supports the Apple Pencil 2, which is good enough. I don't think you're buying an iPad mini to use an Apple Pencil Pro with it. Very simple, quick note-taking and things like that. I think the Apple Pencil 2 is sufficient enough for anyone to use. And you can still clip it to the side of your iPad and it charges magnetically. So I really don't see why anyone using the iPad mini 6 would need an Apple Pencil Pro. The Apple Pencil 2 is good enough. Now let's talk about the pricing of the iPad mini 6 and iPad mini 7. The iPad mini 6 in Malaysia goes for 1,899 ringgit. And I've seen promotions where the price went as low as 1,600 to 1,700 ringgit, which is a significant discount compared to the iPad mini 7, which starts at the starting price of 2,199 ringgit. Do I think that difference in price is worth it? That depends whether you are going to be using the features that the iPad mini 7 has. Otherwise, you can just be like me, save some money and get the iPad mini 6. After all, you have the same display, and for a lot of us using it on a normal daily basis, the processing power on the iPad mini 6 is good enough. Once again, I don't care what other reviewers say. This is based on my everyday usage and I use this a lot. It's super fast, super responsive, and everything I want to do, I can get it done super quickly. So what is my conclusion between the iPad mini 6 and iPad mini 7? And why do I choose to keep using the iPad mini 6 even when the iPad mini 7 has come out? First of all, I just need an iPad that is super compact. I can bring it anywhere. I can take quick notes, write my scripts, and the iPad mini 6 does a great job at that. When the iPad mini 7 came out, I was hoping that they would give it a better screen, which would at least make sense for me to upgrade. It might be nicer to watch movies on it, and maybe the screen might be more smoother to use if they increase the refresh rate on it. But Apple didn't do any of that, which is why I think for a normal person using an iPad mini, the iPad mini 6, the iPad mini 7 is gonna be the exact same thing. And because of that, I didn't want to just throw my money to Apple and give them more money just to make a small upgrade that I may not even use in the new iPad mini 7, which is why I think to most of us, if you're going to use the iPad mini for content consumption, maybe watch YouTube, movies, or maybe you want to use it for FaceTiming someone, have some meetings on here, maybe perhaps write some notes, the iPad mini 6 is 100% good enough, which is why I think if you are able to find a good deal on the iPad mini 6, just go ahead and get it and you won't regret. The only reason I think you might want to get the iPad mini 7, or anyone who wants to get the iPad mini 7, should only be for Apple Intelligence, which Apple has not even officially launched it out yet. So if you get the iPad mini 7 right now, you may not be able to use a lot of the features on there as well. But a lot of the features that's on there, even a person like me using the iPad mini on a daily basis will not be using much things on the Apple Intelligence system. There are a few useful features on there, but I really don't think a lot of people would need those features on the iPad mini. So Apple Intelligence is another thing that I think it's nice to have, but it's not something that everyone needs to have, especially when you can save a lot of money going for the iPad mini 6 compared to the iPad mini 7. So yeah, that's my take on the iPad mini 6 and why I think it's still worth it in 2024. Same screen as the iPad mini 7. In terms of daily usage, it's still super good and super fast to use. It has Apple Pencil 2 support, which makes the iPad mini 6 a no-brainer, especially if you can get a really good price on it. So yeah, if you guys want more details on the iPad mini 6, or if you guys want the best promotions on it, I will definitely put all the links down below, so you guys can go ahead and check out the iPad mini 6, and if you guys want to get it, you guys can get it. But yeah, this is my video and my stand on why I think the iPad mini 6 is still worth it today. Not everyone needs the latest iPads, and especially with the iPad mini 6 versus the iPad mini 7, I think the iPad mini 6 is good enough. Thank you for watching today's video. Please leave a like. Because this is a new channel, please subscribe so I can keep making honest reviews like this. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.